If you were one of the 69,045 inside that stadium or the 500 million watching around the world, you know too. This is the last time. Oldest player ever to score a hat trick at a World Cup, 38 years and 34 days old. That record wasn't just broken, his 200th appearance for his country. Only the third player in history to reach that. 6 tournaments. From a nervous teenager in Germany, 2006, to a two-time champion and living record breaker in Kansas City, 2026. And Patrick Mahomes, the NFL's biggest star, the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, a man who has won Super Bowls and broken records of his own, was in the crowd watching. After the third goal, he posted one thing online, a goat emoji. That's the review. Here's the thing nobody says enough about Messi. It's not the goals. It's not the records. It's not even the football. And the football is extraordinary. It's the consistency of who he is when nobody is telling him he has to be that. He didn't have to come back for this. He won in 2022. The argument was settled. Every question about whether he was good enough at international level, whether he could do it without Ronaldo to compete against, whether Argentina would ever win it with him, all of it answered. Trophy lifted. Tears in Lusail. He could have retired there, and the legacy was complete. He came back anyway, not because he needed one more record. That's not a quote for the cameras. You watch him on that pitch last night and you believe it. The way he moves into space like he's still figuring the game out. The way he tracks back to win balls he doesn't need to win. At 38 years old with Messi, he's playing like a man who just genuinely loves this. His teammates give him the ball every single time they get it, because they trust him more than they trust anything else on that pitch. And when you think about what that means, that the best footballers in Argentina, professional athletes at the peak of their careers, would rather give it to one man and let him figure it out. That tells you something words can't fully get to. Rodrigo de Paul had the ball and didn't think twice. Give it to him. He always knows what to do. 20 years ago, a kid from Rosario scored his first World Cup goal. Last night, that same man, a million doubts and retirements and farewells later, scored 3, and he cried after the first one. Not because it was his best goal, because he knows. If you were one of the 69,045 inside that stadium or the 500 million watching around the world, you know too. This is the last time. Rodrigo de Paul had the ball and didn't think twice. Give it to him. He'll know what to do. June 12th. 2026. The first FIFA World Cup game played on American soil in 32 years. 68,000 fans inside. Millions more watching around the world. And one question the entire country had been carrying for years. Could America actually do this? That's 20 years of reading where a ball is going to drop before it drops. And then the 76th minute. Argentina were already in control. The game was comfortable. Messi had 2 goals. At that point, most players would have been managing the moment, keeping it simple, protecting what they had. Messi saw the space, shifted onto his left, and curled it. Bottom corner. Goalkeeper had no chance. First one of his career at a World Cup. And here's what got people. What really got them. After that third goal, the cameras found his face, and he was crying. Not breaking down, wiping his eyes with the front of his jersey. This quiet, private moment in front of 69,000 people and millions watching at home. And if you know why that hit people so hard, you already understand what this World Cup means to him. Because everyone knows this is the last one. Messi knows it. His teammates know it. He said it himself before the tournament. I know these can be my last games. So every goal, every time he pulls on that light blue and white kind that comes from knowing you won't get to do this again. Because what happened last night deserves to be put into proper context. 16 World Cup goals. Messi is now tied with Miroslav Klose, Germany's all-time leading scorer, for the most goals in World Cup history, scoring goals at major tournaments. That was his job. More goal contributions than Pelé. 24 goals and assists at World Cups combined. More